In this module, I'll be referring to Survey of India sheet number 45D by 10. And in this module, I'll be showing you how to find out the 4-figure grid reference and 6-figure grid reference. Now, just to recall, 4-figure grid references are used to give the locations of objects that occupy a large area within a particular square. And 6-figure grid references are used to pinpoint locations with greater accuracy. Now, before we start with the 4-figure or 6-figure grid reference, you will follow the rule, that is, first you will write the eastings and then you will be writing the northings. For 4-figure, let us take an example here. You can see this grid square. So this grid square has got a grid number. So 4-figure grid reference is also referred as grid number. Now, if we consider this grid square, the southwest corner is this corner, and this is the origin. And we have to see which line of easting passes through this and which line of northing passes through this point. So origin always will be in the southwest corner. You cannot take the origin here or here or here. So always it will be in the southwest corner. And the grid number will be 03, first eastings, and then 27, that is northing. So therefore we have 4 digits here, 0327. That is the grid number. Now we'll try to find out the 4-figure grid reference of the settlement which is named as Dhantrai. You can see the settlement covers a large area. So any of these 4 grids, squares, can be your options, any one. So if you refer to Dhantrai, you can see it covers a large area. So the 4-figure, you can write this, or you can write this, or you can write this, or you can take this. So if you take this grid square, then the 4-figure of Dhantrai will be 02, because this is the line of easting, 0224, this is the line of northing. If you are taking this as the option, then it will be 0324. If you take this as the option, then your answer will be 0223. And if you take this as the option, then it will be 0323. So for this, the origin will be here. Do not consider the origin. This is the origin only for this grid square. For this grid square, this is the origin. For this grid square, this is the origin. And for this grid square, this is the origin. So you can mention, since it is covering all the 4 grid square, so you can write your answer as anyone. Like I have written here, 0224, 0223, 0324, 0323. So any one of these 4 options will be correct. We take another example. Of rock outcrop. You can see rock outcrop is written here. So definitely you will be taking this grid square. You will not take this grid square or this grid square, because rock outcrop is written in this grid square. So you will take the four-figure of this rock outcrop as this is the origin, and this is the line of easting which passes through this origin. So it will be 0, 5, and this is the line of northing which passes through this origin. It will be 2, 6. So the four-figure grid reference of the rock outcrop will be 0, 5, 2, 6. Now let us try to find out the six-figure grid reference of this temple. You can see a temple is there, and we will use this paper strip. We will use this paper strip for finding out the six-figure grid reference. If you look carefully, you can see the paper strip. I have marked this using the scale. This is 2 centimeter apart, and the distance is equally divided into 10 equal divisions. Each division. Now to find the six-figure grid reference, first we have to find out the four-figure grid reference. So you can see the temple is in the grid square. The grid number will be, this is the 04 line of easting which passes through the origin here, southwest corner, and this is the line of northing. So therefore the four-figure will be 04. I'll be writing here 04. I will leave some gap, and then I will write the northing, that is 24, and I will leave a gap here. So this 0424 is the grid number. You have to write the grid number correctly, otherwise it will be wrong. Now after we have written the four-figure grid reference, that is 0424, now I will use this paper strip to find out the specific location of that temple. Now what I'll do, I will put this paper strip horizontally, and you will see that the temple is coinciding with this division. So if you take the divisions, the first one will be 0, then it will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So therefore I'll write here 0, 4, 4. That is for eastings. For northings, what I'll do, I'll put the paper strip vertically, and I'll see to which division or which line it is this temple is coinciding. You can see that the temple is coinciding with these divisions. You will not measure from up, you will rather measure from below, because you are referring to this line of northing. So therefore this will be 240, this will be 241, 242, 243, 244, 245, and this will be 246. And therefore I'll be writing here 246, and hence you get the six-figure for the temple 044246. Now I'll be referring to another feature, that is spot height 339. So let us find out where is the spot height. This is, you can see the black dot, that is the spot height, and 339. So in order to find out the six-figure of this spot height, that is the black dot, first we will find out the four-figure. So you can see this is the grid square, and the origin is on this is the origin, southwest corner. And the line of easting that passes through this origin is 04. And the line of northing that passes through this origin is 27. And therefore we will write 04, leave some gap, and then I'll be writing 27 and I will leave some gap. So these two more digits has to be mentioned here, and for this I'll be taking this paper strip. Now when I put the paper strip, you can see that this dot is coinciding with the second line here. The first one I had taken the division. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if you consider these lines here, the first one will be 1, second one is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I'm not writing 10 here because in no way you can have more than 6 digits. So always we'll be restricting to 6 digits. Now you can see this point is coinciding with 2. That means it will be 0, 4, 2, and therefore I'll be writing it here 0, 4, 2. Then I will be referring to the line of northing. This is the line of northing 2, 7. And to find out the specific location of that spot height, I will put the paper strip vertically, passing through this point. You can see this point is coinciding with the division, not the lines. So therefore, this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth division. And therefore, I'll be writing it here 2, 7, 5. And therefore, we get the 6-figure grid reference 0, 4, 2, 2, 7, 5. In the next module, we will see how to find the area using the grid square method. So I have taken 3 cases here. Case 1, area of the whole extract. Case 2, area of the region bounded by lines of eastings. Here I have taken 19 to 22, and by the lines of northings 14 to 17. And case 3, area of land under forest or land that is cultivated or that is built up area through the method of approximation. So first I will explain how to find the area of the whole extract. So for this I'll be taking another survey sheet of 45D by 10. Let us refer to this survey sheet. You can see that you have everywhere you have whole squares. If you take the whole sheet, you see that all are whole squares. Now what we do in order to find out the area of the whole extract, we count the number of grid square lengthwise and breadthwise. So if you see here, how many grid squares are there? So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if I count in this side lengthwise, breadthwise, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what I'll do here is, we know that area of one small grid square is 1 kilometer square, because if you refer to any grid square, this is 1 kilometer and this is 1 kilometer. So the total area will be 1 square kilometer. The number of grid square that I have counted is 10 into 10. That is, in this extract 45D by 10, there are 100 small grid squares. And since the area of one small grid square is 1 kilometer square, therefore area of the whole extract will be equal to 100 kilometer square. Now let us consider case 2. Area of the region bounded by lines of Eastings 19 to 22 and by the lines of Northings 14 to 17. So let us consider the same topography sheet. So we have to find out the area of the region which is bounded by the lines of Eastings 19 to 22 and lines of Northings from 14 to 17. That means we are referring to this region. Now to find the area, let us first count the number of grid square between Eastings 19 and 22. So how many grid squares are there? 1, 2 and 3. So let me write here number of grid squares between Eastings 19 and 22 will be equal to how many? 1, 2, 3. Now let me count the number of grid square between the Northings 14 to 17. These are lines of Northings. So let me count here 1, 2 and 3. And let me write here number of grid squares between Northings 14 and 17 will be equal to 3. Therefore, total number of grid squares will be equal to 3 into 3, that is equals to 9. And therefore, area of the region enclosed will be equals to 9 kilometer square. Now let us take the third case. Area of land under forest or land that is cultivated or that is built up area through the method of approximation. So first let us understand what is this method of approximation. So for example, I have taken few grid squares here. You can see very clearly these are the grid square, and we have to find out the area which is enclosed by the green line. So for all practical purpose, we will consider, if it is a whole square, we'll take it as 1. If it is more than half, then we will take it as 2/3. And if it is less than half, then we will take it as 1/3. Now let us write here which are the whole square. These are the whole square, and therefore I have written 1. That means the area of this will be 1 square kilometer. Let us take this. So you can see the green line passes through this, and therefore this area is more than half. So we'll take it to 2/3. Similarly, we'll take this as 2/3 also. We'll take this as 2/3, 2/3 and 2/3. So how many 2/3 area is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And therefore I have written here, you can see 5 into 1. That means 5 whole square is there. Then 5 squares, they are more than half. So I have written 5 into 2/3. And then rest of the squares, you see the green line wherever it passes, it is less than half. So therefore I have taken 1/3. If it is less than half, then I'll be taking it as 1/3. Normally we will not get half, but if we get half, then we will be writing it. So normally we do not get half because this is not symmetrical, it is asymmetrical. And therefore chances of getting half is very rare. And therefore for all practical purpose, we'll consider it as 1/3. Now what I have done here, you see the equation. So 5 into 1, 5, then this is 10/3 plus 3. LCM will be 3. So 15 plus 10 plus 9, that will come around 34. And when we divide it by 3, it will be 11.3. So approximately we can consider this area as 11 square kilometer.